in every homicide case I've ever tried as a career prosecutor in the murder unit, there were people who were angry we made the arrest or loved the person or how could you do this? And you were like, these people have done some of the most vile things, and yet they would be agitated. And I'm not saying there's anything right about this or wrong about it. I'm just saying about somebody who commits a minor fraud or something like that. That person should go to jail for the rest of their life. So it's this misguided sensibility here. But I will say with this case, this guy Mangione, and I'm talking as a prosecutor, I'm talking as a homicide prosecutor,
right.
I'm nervous about this. I'm nervous about what you are bringing up right here, because I have to think about proving a case to 12 jurors beyond a reasonable doubt. And if I got a boy fan in that jury, it only takes one that could throw me completely off with a hung jury or mistrial. So this is a very real problem that real prosecutors are concerned that regardless of the evidence, you may have jurors that won't convict because of the celebrity here.
No.
I can go on if you want, or
no. That makes a lot. I thought you were going to say because if the backpack evidence gets thrown out, the case could be more flimsy. But again, they got the DNA and the cameras. You're saying because it only takes one, right? You got to have all 12 on a murder trial to convict and send him up the river. So if one gal is in love with this killer, he gets a hung jury and a mistrial.
Somebody wants to write a book. Somebody wants to be famous.
Wow.
Somebody's just a recalcitrant. I mean, we get that on cases that aren't even famous. You got the person that wants to be the center of attention. Unfortunately, I think we're starting to hear that the search happened after he was cuffed and after an arrest decision was made. And this is where my prosecutor comes in. When I ran an agency, I was the head of it. I would always say to the cop side, and this is a constant problem, so it's an FYI to all the police out there, your lawyers and prosecutors are telling you to get a search warrant for a reason. You know what the reason is? So you're not in the middle of this. Had you gotten the warrant, none of this would be an issue, because if the prosecutors lose that evidence in the backpack, that's not good. I'm not saying
but can't the cop say we had to cuff him to ensure our safety, then we searched his person and the bag? You don't need a warrant for that. I've seen it in the streets of America when they pull you over.
Yeah, and you may see that evidence suppressed too. What I'm saying is best practices are at that point. Trust me when I tell you, all they need to do is make a phone call. In 10 minutes, they have a warrant.
I know, but Monday morning quarterback in this, when you think you're going after a guy who on video we see walks up and just shoots somebody.
I've done it for a living.
In the back of the head in cold blood in broad daylight.
That doesn't change the search and seizure law.
I got you. But even if that's suppressed, there's DNA, there's cameras, there's witnesses. Okay.
Absolutely.
So we'll wrap up with this. Bob Bianchi, the professional, the legal analyst, did both sides of trials.